Volume 59, Portgaz, the Ace dies. But it's a cool cover with the brothers and Shanks. Also, I cannot believe this is the chapter title and the picture is just some silly whack-a-mole. But anyway, so where we left off, Ace gets hit by the, I guess he's a phoenix guy or a lava guy. Ace is hit and everybody's upset, even Garp. He finally shows some emotion for his grandson. I don't know about Garp, he kind of goes back and forth, but he's loyal to the Navy. They keep fighting and Fishman tries to buy them some time, Jinbei. And then Garp, I guess he's mad, even though he was trying to stop Luffy from saving him. But we get the final moments between Luffy and Ace. I'm sorry, Luffy. I'm sorry you didn't get to save me. I'm sorry. And then they're calling for a doctor, but it's no use. He's been burned from the inside out. Listen to me, Luffy. What are you saying? Are you gonna die, Ace? You promised me, remember? You said you'd never die. Isn't that what you told me, Ace? And he goes, you're my little brother. But this is the part that made me start sobbing. I really was crying reading this. Thank you for loving me. I was just, I lost it. And then he dies. But he dies with a smile on his face. And Luffy just checks out. He goes into shock. He is unresponsive. And Oda does a good job of doing the flashback, so it's like what he said before. And when he was born, his name will be Gold the Ace. We're brothers. Ace. Whitebeard gets really angry, starts fighting even though he's basically dead. Blackbeard is awful. They've got to get Luffy out of there. Jinbei's helping. We're all trying to get back to the ship. Whitebeard reveals the One Piece does exist. So now everyone's off trying to find that again. Oh, but this is another part that made me cry. Whitebeard says, forgive me, my sons. I couldn't finish off that fool. This is it for me. You've given me everything. And then this is a flashback to when he's a young guy. You're crazy. What kind of pirate is interested in treasure? Then what do you want? There's something I've wanted ever since I was a boy. What? Tell us what it is. A family. Oh, I'm getting teary-eyed just reading it. I owe you everything, my sons, farewell. And he dies. But he dies standing up. Even in death, even with half his face gone, he would never fall. He will forever be remembered as a monster for the way he destroyed his enemies that day. In this one battle alone, he suffered 267 sword wounds and was struck by 157 bullets and 46 cannon blasts, and yet neither that mighty body nor his pirate pride suffered even one coward's wound. Nothing on his back. Oh, and then this was just a little chapter title. Look at Chopper and Zoro with some crocodiles or some gators. Then they're running to the ship. Now they want Luffy because he's Dragon's son. Protect Ace's brother. Ace's family is our family. And somehow Blackbeard gets Whitebeard's powers. I don't know if it's something with his fruit or he did something, but the Navy place is falling and everything's crumbling. And this guy helps Luffy. He looks familiar. I said that before, but I think I've seen his symbol. I don't know if you have some merchandise with it, but anyway. So they get to the ship. Stop this, stop fighting. It's a waste of human life. Oh, this is my boy. After he got punched in the face by Luffy. But he stands up Kobe to the Navy. They're fools who will die for nothing. And he almost dies, but look who shows up. Shanks. And everyone's like, oh, he's here. I've come to put an end to this war. That's a cool shot. And everyone's like, oh, are you gonna see Luffy? But he said it's not time yet. And then he has a cute little moment with Buggy. Buggy, give that to Luffy. The straw hat. Do me a favor. Keep this hat safe for me. To see him now would violate our agreement, right, Luffy? So he has to become a great pirate first. So they have a little moment together, and then Shanks's crew says, we'll fight. They take Luffy back to the island of women to heal so that he can be protected and away from everybody. And the news goes throughout the land that Whitebeard is dead and everyone thinks it's gonna be great, but it actually creates a vacuum. And so now all these terrible pirates are gonna take over where Whitebeard had jurisdiction. And then Luffy wakes up, he's looking for Ace. He's hoping it's just a bad dream. Goes on a rampage, starts hitting things, rocks, mountains. Jinbei's gonna take care of him. Ace is dead, isn't he? And then we get a little flashback of when Ace was a little boy and Luffy. This was 10 years ago. How they met, Ace was kind of mean to him at the beginning, and he has this friend, Sabo. They want to be pirates together, and Luffy gets captured by these pirates and tortured, but he doesn't give up their secret, and then he says, why didn't you just tell him? Because I got nobody else. I can't go back to Windmill Village, and I hate the bandits. If I can't follow you, I'll be all alone. And he says, you need me? So they decide they're gonna get along, and they go on adventures, and then at the very end it says some people are coming to visit. The Celestial Dragons. Da-na-na. We will see what that means.